Hello.
We got a little friend.
Today we're playing a super good game. It's called World of Blizzard.
World of Blizzard? Blizzardcraft?
Blizzardcraft. I'm playing as Reaper. As you can see, I have a pet crow. I'm about to go raid this dungeon. Leroy Jenkins. And here we go. Can I swim? I don't know. I guess I can.
Yeah, apparently.
Death can evade while swimming. Oh, I can swim down. Blorp, blorp, blorp. I guess I don't need to hold my breath.
You know what bit of that poem I forgot?
Yeah.
Once upon a midnight dreary. How could I forget that? It's iconic.
It's pretty iconic, dude.
While I pondered, weak and weary.
Do you just effing have the Raven up on your phone, dude?
Over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore.
How many drunk are you?
While I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping. As of someone gently rapping. Wiggity wiggity what? Oh, sorry, gently rapping. Wiggity wiggity what? 'Tis some visitor, I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. Only this and nothing more. Dude, I used to be so into this. I don't remember most of it.
I don't know what to tell you, dude.
Maybe I was so into it because it's like cold and sad and alone, just like Illinois.
Yeah, probably. It's like Illinois the poem.
Illinois the poem.
He lives in Baltimore though, so I don't even know. I don't know where he got it from.
Oh, dude, because effing Baltimore Ravens. Is that from Poe?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
What a crappy team.
I don't think he died in Baltimore. I'm not sure, but there's...
One of my English teachers had visited his grave at one point.
English teachers are weird.
Yeah.
That is the front.
That is the
I
front.
got turned around.
This is the back. Put one in one, not in the other.
What? Oh, okay.
I
Sure.
have no idea if that's what you were supposed to do, but it worked, so whatever.
I don't think so, because I don't think there's a way to go around
Here you
here. Oh, okay, cool. Dude, I'm getting such Jak 2 vibes, which makes me really like this game.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, Jak 2 was...
I'm curious to see it, because I liked the first one. I just
Jak
got
2
stuck.
was my favorite game for a really long time.
What's your favorite game right now? I don't think I've ever asked you this question.
Oops.
We've been doing this for like 2+ years now, and I don't think I've ever asked you what your favorite game is.
I don't know that I have one.
Oh.
I mean, I have a lot of games that I really like.
Really?
For different reasons, yeah.
Like what?
I mean, Spec Ops The Line, obviously. Because... Oops. Because...
You're a dolphin.
I am a dolphin. That's why I like Spec Ops The Line so much.
Because you're a dolphin?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
No. But no, I love Spec Ops The Line because that game is genius and the pinnacle of...
It is actually pretty good.
The pinnacle of genre subversion.
I'm curious to see someone play it that doesn't
know what the drop is.
Doesn't know what the drop is. Because, like...
They think it's COD, but they don't know what the drop is.
Yeah, you had talked to me so much about it before I played it that I knew that there was going to be a drop. I didn't quite know what it was for sure, but it was pretty easy to guess. But, like... I'm really curious to know someone who had just never heard of it before.
Yeah, and well, that's part of the reason why I love it so much is the advertising was all...
Like COD-y.
It was super COD-y, and some of it, I mean, not all of it was. Like, some parts of it got a little, like, weird, but, it was mostly really very COD-like. It was deliberately, you know?
Oh, yeah. It was a really good game.
So, that's part of the reason why I really love it, is that they advertised it as a COD clone, and then it was like... Joke's on you, mofos.
Did you send me the link to that thing that was talking about all of the AI that they put into that game?
Yeah.
Because it was a ton.
Yeah, they did a lot of work on the AI to make it... Because if you've never played Spec Ops The Line, first of all, you should. Even though it's an old game, It
holds up really well.
If you don't know what the drop is, don't look it up. Just play the game and assume it's COD. Go into it assuming it's COD, and then...
Be on
your way, yeah.
Would you get out of here? Not that way. Go back. Jeez.
I don't know how to get over there.
Turn to the right. See the little platform?
Yeah.
Jumpy. There, you've never been here before. Go figure it out.
Figure it out. Okay. Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness. There's 2 things on the map. You dick around on one for like half an hour and then go, guess there's nothing else to do.
Yeah, I guess there's no way to get it.
Goodness.
Guess I'm have. Anyway, so play Spec Ops The Line. But part of the reason why the game is so cool is that there's
That's interesting. It's like the petrified forest.
It's a little gross, but that's fine. Don't even look at me. Anyway.
Don't even look at me. Dude, this Breath of the Wild up in this ish.
Yeah.
Glows whenever despair is available for use. Do you glow when despair is available for you?
If
You're
I would
right
be
now.
effing a freaking light bulb at all times.
You'd be a lightning bug. There's a video of a frog that ate a lightning bug and it was still lightning inside of his belly.
That's kind of unfortunate.
It was cute.
A little
It's cute.
dire.
Dude, LBRB. LBRB. LBRB.
Oh, I got a horsey.
Yeah, if you would effing read.
Oh, my horsey's name is Despair, I think. I think that's what
I
that's
would
about.
So, yeah.
Anyway. So, yeah, so Spec Ops The Line is super cool. You should play it if you haven't played it.
It is really good.
And
And it's on Steam.
It's on, I guess. Yeah, sure. And they put a lot of work into the AI because a lot of the I don't really need him right now because I don't know what to do.
Yes, so you can run around nothing going faster, please.
Well, he's
Amanda, please.
He's an expendable resource, so I don't want to use
No,
him.
he's not.
Yeah, he's got a little thing next to it around him. See?
You have the thing that didn't drain at all whatsoever? Yeah, that's not a problem. Oh, there's a glowy. You have 2 diamonds now.
Whoa.
Look at you. What are they used for? No one knows. Especially not us.
Yeah.
Definitely not us.
We are the most unknowing. So, part of it is that there's
Can
scenarios.
you go to the big circles in the back? That thing?
That's where I came from, dog.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, it's not. You came from across the big eyeball.
Oh, you're right.
I'm not even looking at the game, and I'm already doing it better than
I'm
you.
talking about Spec Ops. Spec Ops The
Talk and
Line.
think at the same time.
Can't. But they have a lot of situations where.
Where are you going?
Up to this circle-y
That's
thing.
where you came from. We just said that.
Oh.
Oh my god. I'm so much drunker than you, and I'm still. I understand it so much faster, and I don't understand why.
I'm stupid, that's why.
No, you're not stupid. You're smarter than I am.
I don't think that's true.
I think it is.
Anyway, so Spec Ops The Line, there's a lot of scenarios that they're scripted, but you can take action during them. So it's like
But not like a press X to not die.
yeah, it's a little more complicated than that. So the AI for the game is super super important. And I read an article recently about how they scripted it, and it was just whoa, hello.
Please, the lights.
Someone just turned off the lights, and it was
What is going on?
I don't know, dude. But it was really, really cool to read about how the AI was done in this game because it was shockingly complex, especially for a game that's. I mean, it's an old game.
Yeah,
like you wouldn't think that there was this level of complexity for AI. Whoa, hello.
Hey, what's up, dude? Vulgrim.
I think it's just
Heard his
a
name
merchant.
before.
So it was really cool to
looks
hear
sick.
about.
He looks like Diablo.
Yeah.
From Diablo.
So here, do you know that I do? I'm not here by choice. I merely follow the trail.
Whatever.
Like everything as others will go on. Take a look. I have new items.
Respec.
If you have a go.
That's stupid. What's a gilded box? Oh, you should save for 5 of them. Or 20 of them.
Okay.
Another time. Until then.
Yeah, we don't want your effing loot boxes.
The only thing that I don't like about Spec Ops The Line is part of their opponent AI is that if you've been sitting in cover for too long, it will
If you
it will have a grenade spawn next to you, regardless of where the enemies are. Like, they'll do a throwing animation, but it'll just appear at your feet, even if there's no trajectory that would make any amount of sense, which is really stupid. But everything else is, like, great.
Yeah. And the other thing, so when I was playing it, I came across this...
God, this lighting is driving me nuts.
It's really hurting my brain.
QA testers, man, they're important.
Well, yeah, so Spec Ops for Line related... But when I was playing it...
Tom, title this episode, Spec Ops The Line.
But when I was playing it, I found this... I kept freezing my game. Vectors require special key, fair enough.
Yeah, can I do that? Do a little wall run.
It's a little cheeky wall run.
Whoa, okay.
Whoa.
That's fine.
Okay. Oops.
What? I feel like that should have worked. I feel like that one was not your fault. Another thing.
What was dive? I can't. Okay, there we go. I did remember.
3.
So.
Dive.
That's pretty funny. I like that.
I appreciate that one.
That's really good. I really like that one a lot.
I appreciate you. I bet that got maybe a chuckle if I'm lucky from those viewers at home.
Yeah. I thought it was really funny. But when I was running over to a helicopter, it would freeze my game, and the reason was just the way the AI worked for the game. It was outrunning me, and then it would try to go into a cutscene, and I wouldn't be there, but the NPCs would be there, and then it would create it would crash the game. But the reason it was doing that was because the NPCs were, because of all this work they put into the AI. So it was really interesting to read about. So we started this conversation by you asking me what some of my favorite games were, and Spec Ops The Line was one
I couldn't
of them.
remember.
But I also really like BioShock.
I played a bit of it, but it was just too creepy for me. I'm not a creepy guy, but it just wasn't my cup of tea. I've heard it's an amazing game.
It's really good. Jak 2 was my first favorite game.
That was a really good game.
I think a lot... I didn't realize at the time, but it took a lot from Grand Theft Auto and just sort of like general action adventure genres, but I hadn't played a lot of games.
It did them really well, though.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it a rip-off by any standard.
Yeah.
It was a good series.
I hadn't played a lot of games, but it was a really... It left a good... Gave me a lot of warm fuzzies.
I played Jak and Daxter at the same time that literally at the same time that I played Ratchet and Clank, and they are very similar games, but they are both really good games.
Yeah, well, one of the things I really liked about Jak 2 is just the huge tonal shift that they did between Jak and Daxter and Jak 2.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm sure I've talked about it before, but they... I thought that was really, really bold and really cool that they...
I think you can run up the wall from the water.
Oh, can I?
And grab the little peg.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Glad that got solved.
Yeah. Oops. But yeah, I really admire the tonal shift and how they just kind of went totally nuts with the second one and made it... It was darker and kind of more serious than Jak and Daxter, but still... it had a good heart, so...
Was Jak 2 the one that you could be Angel and Demon Jak, or was that 3?
That was Jak 3.
I really liked that because they didn't, limit you to one or the other. You could be full both, and I really appreciated that.
That's true.
It was super cool.
Yeah, you didn't have, you've got your lightness powers or your darkness powers, you gotta
Fable.
choose, yeah. But yeah, so those are...
Oh, what's that?
I don't know, can I climb a chain?
You would
Seems
think
like
so.
I should be able to. I can climb some other things. So, those are two of my favorite games off the top of my head. I'm sure I have other ones that I am not thinking of at the moment.
Oh, hey, so I recently got Erica to play, relatively briefly, but hopefully it'll continue on, Final Fantasy IX as her first for reals JRPG. I guess, would you say that? It's your first?
Yeah, I guess so. Like a full-on JRPG, yeah, I would say.
I don't know what that icon is, but it's orange and it looks important. You're in Baineswood. That sounds cool.
Cool.
But yeah, no. On topics of favorite games, I'm not sure that 9 is my favorite game necessarily anymore, but it's definitely really high on the list. It was my favorite game for ages. And so it's like really fun for me to rewatch Erica playing it because I've played it through many times, and it's really cool to see someone else like capture that same like childlike awe at the game because it's just so, I don't know, like if you've played it you understand, and if you haven't then I don't exactly know how to describe it, but it's just very cute, but it gets heavy, but it's like really character development heavy, but it's also like interesting combat for a JRPG, but like I don't know, it's just really good all around and very engaging.
Yeah, I love that game. I haven't finished it, so I can't add it to my...
You are nowhere near finished.
Yeah, I haven't finished it, so I can't add it to my favorite games roster yet, but
Sure you can.
it's so charming. It's just so...
Like, I just love
charming.
all of the characters and their designs.
Yeah.
Like, years later, I still just love them. I identify with them so much.
Well, and that's one of the things we were talking about it while I was playing it, is that if a game is going for hyper... Cool.
That's kind of the...
If a game is going for hyper realism, that looks dated fast.
Yes.
You know, you're always going to be able to...
You'll always
in
be a
5
step
years
behind.
from now... The game is gonna look ugly. You
can climb up that back wall.
Okay. Or the back wall.
Yeah, somehow. I think by the dirt, maybe. No, not that wall. Sorry, the side wall.
I mean, I guess
The one with the treasure chest on the map.
This thing.
For fuck's sake, to the left.
This thing.
That one.
Going
Jeez.
around. Oh. What?
I'm assuming it just has a treasure chest on the top, so you should try and figure it out.
Oh. Maybe I can just
maybe
go...
it's from the other side. I have no idea. I just saw a treasure chest. So.
Okay. We'll work on it. Oops. But anyway, so but yeah, if you're going for like super realism, you're gonna look dated pretty quickly. But Final Fantasy IX, I mean, obviously it's an old game, but it doesn't look dated because it's so stylized. It just looks...
I mean, it does look dated because it's like...
I mean, it's pixely,
old,
but yeah, but...
It doesn't hurt the game.
Yeah, it just looks so charming and lovely.
Oh,
and
you got a thing.
why do I keep just throwing myself away?
I don't know. That's all he knows how to do. He doesn't know how to 4-point.
No.
He does the
apparently
Iron
not.
Man stance.
He's the hero landing.
Yeah. All right, F this wall. Let's move on. I'm
Moving
bored.
on. But...
There's nothing back here. Just leave. Holy crap. There's nothing over here either.
Okay. I like Disciples 2 a lot, too.
I've never heard of that game.
Or not Disciples 2. I mean, also Disciples 2, but that's not one of my favorites. I meant Divinity 2.
Oh, yeah. Divinity's great.
Disciples 2 is also a good game,
Never
but
heard of it.
I don't think it's one of my favorites.
Yeah, Divinity 2 Original Sin by, I think it's called Larian Studios.
Yeah.
Sorry if I'm mispronouncing.
Sounds
They're
right.
European. But that's a really, really good game.
Yeah. It's super European. I love it a lot.
Yeah. We've put quite a few hours into it, and I think we're maybe halfway-ish done?
Probably, yeah. We gotta get back into it at some point.
Super great couch co-op game.
Yeah.
Which there are not many of.
Yeah.
But yeah, props to Larian. I think they were in Belgium, if my horrible memory serves. Yeah, no, it's really, really solid game.
Oh yeah, it's so good. A lot of good plot, a lot of discussions of morality and things like that.
And really, like, interesting skills. Like, I'm still... We've played the game for, like, 50 or 60 hours or something like that, and I'm still not bored of finding new skills, which is fantastic, because I have a short attention span, obviously. But, I really like that animation.
Yeah, it's
super good.
And it's actually one of the first games. It's really funny because if you haven't played it, part of the idea is there's how many core characters would you say? 8 or
8,
so?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, there's 8 core characters, and the game, it sort of strongly encourages you to play as one of those 8, but you can also do character, like a custom character. And so Tom was smart, and he actually plays as one of the
It's lazy.
core characters. But I did a custom character, and I don't.
You got it covered.
Nice.
You're not wearing it though, so who cares?
Yeah,
But
it's just a
whatever.
collectible.
Collectible. I collect pants.
Yeah, I collect pants.
I call them kilts, even though they're not. I don't know what voice this is.
I don't know what direction I'm going.
That way.
Is it back to where I was, or is it?
I've lost track quite a while ago. The Weeping Crag. That doesn't sound familiar.
Sound familiar. Yeah, I think we're good.
Let's find out. Although this looks familiar. Yes, you've been here.
Oh, this is the dude.
There's no place for a horse.
You're not a horse. That's my horse. That's Ed and Eddie.
We were talking about how much I liked Divinity 2 Original Sin, and how my character, even though I did a character creation, I'm really attached to her, and I really just want to keep telling her story, even though she's not part of the canon, and I don't get attached to created characters like that very often, so
yeah.
Props to
Spot on. Lyrian.
Yeah, props to the Larian for creating a story that is so compelling that I want my original character to be part of it, and that I can feel like that she is part of it, even though she's not one of the core characters who is constantly around.
Yeah. They did a really good job with the combat system in that, like, it's paused time, but it all happens. It's kind of like Final Fantasy Tactics, where it's like pause time, but everything has a certain amount of time that it takes to do a skill, and like areas of effect, and like, you know, teamwork bouncing off of each other and everything like that. But it's really nice for playing with Erica because
I'm bad at games.
Yeah, like if she's about to do something stupid, I can just be like, you don't want to do that. But like I don't have to sit there and like complain in real time about things that happen. Like I can kind of coach her through and be like, that's not really. Instead, you should do this, and you know it'll be better if you do whatever. But it's not like in the moment. Like you can take as much time as you feel like taking to craft your strategy. So if you're fighting like low-level things, you can just be like, all right, let's just nuke them. Like I don't even care. Let's just blow them up. But if you're fighting like a high-level boss and you want to spend some time to actually like think about it, you can. And like status effects are important. Like different elements are important, but in like more cool ways than normal. It's just a really good game all around. Ooh, an axe that you never use. So whatever.
It's a possessed weapon.
You have a possessed weapon. You should use it and see if it talks to you. Oh, you gain experience when items are sacrificed. That's kind of cool, actually.
Sure.
I don't understand how you get your health back in this game.
What?
It's not what we're doing right now. We're fighting. Oh, stupid game.
Well, maybe next time we'll talk about actually this game and not all the other games we're not playing.
No, this game's not mediocre.
No, I dig it. I dig it. I like the Jack 2 vibes.
Alright, well.
It gives me warm fuzzies.
It's 78 degrees in here.
You're 78 degrees
I hope not. I'd be dead.
Celsius.
I don't know what that would be, but probably too hot.